Hi, hello, welcome back. My name is Devaraj. Welcome back to Bioenergetics. Today we're going to look at an exercise I call the triple opener. And it's an exercise I developed myself over the last few months, essentially. Those of you who follow this YouTube channel, then you'll know I've been doing something called the belly activation. And this is a little bit of a development from that, basically. And it works on, I call it the triple opener because it works on 3 parts of the body. Particularly the gut, the throat, and the heart and the shoulders, really the heart and shoulders, which on an energetic level are very related. And, you know, when you don't have a ton of time in the morning or whatever, this is a great exercise to really give yourself a challenging workout for about 10-15 minutes, and it will create a lot of change over time. It will also, of course, wake you up and get you in your body, and it's got 3 elements to it, basically. In fact, before you do it, you want to wake your body up a little bit. So have a bit of a stretch and try and get a low sound going in your body because we're going to be using this grunt sound. So try and growl a little bit, kind of, you know, get your fire going a little bit for a couple of minutes. And then it's basically got 3 elements to it. You take your feet quite wide apart, like a bit wider than shoulder width apart. And you have the outsides of your feet roughly parallel as usual in these kind of bioenergetic postures. And one part of it is that you make this grunt sound, basically trying to create a vibration in your belly like ooh, 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 ooh. The second part of it is you come up on your toes and drop your heels at the same time. So the 2 together goes like ooh, 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 ooh. And the third part of it is you lift your shoulders and drop those as well. And so the three of them together, as you come up on your toes, you lift your shoulders up. And as you go down, you kind of drop them. Particularly, you can really throw your shoulders down if you want to. If you feel to, you know, if the feeling's there in your body. So the 3 together goes like this. You do it quite fast, like at least 1 a second. If you've got a little metronome program or you know what a second feels like. I usually do it on about 0.8 second. So it goes a bit like and you need to keep it up for something like, put something on, you know, like a timer of some sort, and do like 10 minutes if you can. Set a time and stick to it. 5 minutes if that's too much. 15 minutes is a good kind of really, you know, good workout. The difficult thing about it is because I'm leading this a lot, is people tend to drop the shoulder movements. You know, the toes and the grunt they get, but they don't really want to move the shoulders. So you need to focus on the shoulder movement and really make sure that your shoulders, it's like they kind of float up. They kind of float up as you come up and you put them down. And this shoulder movement is very important. We've looked at it in other bioenergetic series. But what you can do with it to make the most of the session is you really put your resistance. You know, at some point, your mind is going to say, I've had enough of this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. And you put that negativity into this shoulder movement. You put it in there and you'll find you can keep going. You'll find you can keep going. If you're new to these kinds of, you know, gut-centered exercises like this, it may be good to have some tissue or a spit bucket, you know. It can really open stuff up. It's a very physical exercise in the body. So you're breathing deeply through the mouth and you're really putting it out. You know, don't do it in a kind of light-hearted fashion. Spend a little time getting centered and grounded and then really go for it so that you really can stick it out. You're on the edge the whole time and keep the shoulders moving. I'll do a bioenergetic workout soon with this in it and some little warm-up exercises you can do. But you can just crack along and do it if you want to. It's a very powerful exercise over time. It will start to open up a lot of what they used to call the body armor, you know, in body work or in bioenergetics. We used to call it, the term doesn't seem to be so popular now, but body armor basically is where your mind has been so tense and hard, it's created an energetic shell around you. You know, and your body's armored. And you see a lot of people like this around the place. And they're not having a good life. you've got high body armor, I personally guarantee you're not having a good life. And this exercise will start to progressively break up that body armor, particularly this shoulder movement. You know, you get your gut going, you get your heels coming up and down, so you got, you know, grounded energy in your legs, and you let your shoulders ride up and you stick with it. Remember, 5-10 minutes minimum. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in, and feel free to like me, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll speak to you later.